Hello and welcome to Wednesday's video here on UnscrewedJARS. I'm of course Stuart. As Ariel kindly pointed out, I'm the British guy, and in her vlog she's made it seem as if the whole success of his channel rests solely on me. No pressure at all though. So you want to know a bit about my hobbies? Well, I like reading, love reading, Harry Potter, Hunger Games, John Green, George Orwell, you know, pretty much for regulars. I don't mind a few poems, poetry, you know, and Caroline Duffy, E. Cummings, different people like that, they're quite good. Films, I love films. Alfred Hitchcock was one of the best directors of all time, and there's Edgar Wright, he's also an amazing guy. He did, obviously, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim, which is also an amazing film. One of my favourites. Music, obviously, I like Green Day. They were my favourite band until I found Lost Prophets about however many years, maybe about 10 years ago now. The new album, absolutely amazing. It's called Weapons. If you can afford it, get it. Even if not, just listen to it on Spotify. So it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend it. So I'm very excited. I'm very eager today. A bit happy. Don't know why. I actually had an exam today, but you know, that's okay. All's good in the world. The sun is shining, or at least it was. It's raining now. But that's what England's like for you. So one of my dreams, and leading on to my personal intrigue here, is to finally move away, move to America, move to Australia, France, Japan, somewhere in the world where I could, just for 12 months, a couple of years, whatever, to find out a different culture, different lifestyle, completely new experience. That's what I want. So more about me. I'm 18, as I say, I want to move away soon, which I should be doing if I get into university in September, which I want to go to a city a bit further down the south, though still in the north of England, called Preston. Preston has an amazing university called UCLan. I want to do film and TV production with combined screenwriting, because I'm, like I say, I'm obsessed with films and reading, and I love writing. So to be able to put the two together is something that I'm absolutely ecstatic about. And it's something that I really enjoy. Whether or not I get a job in the industry or is nothing to do with the thing. What the thing is that I enjoy it, I enjoy life and live life to the full. Right, now it's time to answer Ariel's question. So, Ariel, you asked me, would I rather have manor estate, as much land as I wanted, a car, the dream life, as it were, of all material possessions? Or would I prefer free flight travel around the whole world and free hotels? I think I have to answer with the estate. I'd love a great big manor with lots of land, the perfect car, the perfect house, all of that. I could then pass on to my children and would be a family thing. Somewhere you know you'd be safe, you'd be protected, you know you could always come home to, you'd always rely on. The second question, if I had to get a tattoo on my forearm, what would I get? I would most certainly get a quote. I don't know what quote, there's so many amazing quotes in the world, and I love quotes. So I'd pick a quote that is so symbolic to me, something very personal, something very deep and insightful. I'd get that put on my arm. And the third cheeky question, as you added in, because it's only meant to be two questions, was what are my fears? I have two fears that can be very influential on my life. The first fear is the fear of falling. I cannot stand it, I'm terrified of falling. It's not so much falling and then dying, or it's not heights. I can stand on the highest thing and look down and be fine. But if I was pushed or jokingly pushed and my heart goes, I'm terrified of falling. I could never skydive, roller coasters I'm very bad on, and there's a whole thing that I just can't do. But that's natural, because humans were built, when you fall out of a tree, you're meant to be scared. So, you know, that's biological. Something that's not biological and is actually psychological with me is I have a fear of being alone. Not sort of alone. I can be alone. But what I mean is I don't want to live life without friends, without family, without someone to love. That is something very deep, very personal that I'm giving to you there. That is my biggest fear. If I had to fall every day, I could get used to that. But I will never get used to loneliness. So Raylan, here are your questions for tomorrow. Here's the first one. If you could visit anywhere in the world for a week, where would you visit? And second question, pirates or ninjas? And you can't just say one or the other. You have to give me a detailed explanation why and justify it. And of course, I'm adding on the fear question. What are your fears? I'm very much looking forward to seeing your video tomorrow, and I hope you've enjoyed this one today. So thank you very much. Goodbye. Oh, and Joseph. In England, flannels are cool.